mom let me play outdoors when I was a kid. I didn't get a chance to play outdoors as much as I wanted as a child, thanks to my overprotective mother, who wouldn't let me out of her sight. When it came to riding my bike, she would sit on front steps and watch me as I was only allowed to ride from stop sign to stop sign. Beyond the stop signs, something dangerous could happen. Now, there were teens who lived around the block. They would ride their bikes around like a little gang. I rode alone, just not in the white snakes, like a drifter I was born to walk alone kind of way. It was more of a no one gave me the time of day alone. Anyway, they rode on my street. They're popping wheelies, generally showing off for one another. Mainly males. They didn't care if it was past the 9-year-old lonely girl. I would try to copy them, but no one noticed. One day the boys rode past, popping wheelies and acting tough. And Mom went inside. As she was always sitting on the front steps, she went inside, and I thought, I can do that. I pedaled faster, trying not to get hit by the cars who were parking in front of my neighbor's house for one of his infamous pool parties. I popped that wheelie in front of the boys, and then began to swerve. I skidded up onto the sidewalk, and I lost complete control of the bike. I crashed into the low railway tie fence, and I kind of fell into the freshly cut hedges. The entire right side of my body was scratched from the sharp branches, and the boys rode away laughing. I was sobbing like a little bitch as I was completely stuck in the hedges. Mom ran outside. Well, how did you get in there? I could barely muster any words. Were you popping a wheelie? Oh, I mustered through the blood and the tears. I told you not to pop a wheelie. You're too small to do that. And look where it got you. Never once did she ask if she could help me up. So one of my classmates' moms drove past us, and she slowed down and asked, what happened? And I looked at her helplessly. She popped a wheelie, she's fine, she can get up. Mom brushed it off like I had a paper cut. I was stuck in the bloody bushes. My classmate's mom drove away slowly, watching me struggle the whole time. By this time, more people were arriving at my neighbor's house. He was the local coke dealer, and he wore Zubaz and a fanny pack. Because back in the day, drug dealers always wore Zubaz and a fanny pack, and Pizza Hut's Back to the Future 2 sunglasses. Anyway, those who arrived not under the influence watched from afar as I was stuck in the hedges. They kept on walking as Mom kept on yelling. People were laughing and splashing around in my neighbor's pool. Some partygoers were sopping wet and zombie-like as they wandered toward the front of the house. Whether they were just wandering or if it was to see who was yelling at a crying kid, I'll never know. But they got an earful. As high as they were, these dazed and confused zombies, with an early 90s kind of flair, stopped and gave me a look like, I'm glad I'm not you. Yeah, of course, because you weren't the one feeling any pain like I was. I was the one whose entire right side of my body was bruised and bloody. Mom walked away from me for a bit. My crying got louder and I begged for help. The partygoers continued watching. It was as if my trip and fall enhanced their own kind of trip. Nowadays, well, finally she helped me up. You're going to get infected if you don't wash up. She dragged me inside and I couldn't ride my bike for a week. Nowadays, people would jump the gun and blame the bicycle company for making a faulty bike. But back then, if you fell off of your bike, it was your own damn fault. And that night was my own damn fault. But I went down showing not only the big boys, but the partygoers, that I could take the pain. And I guess the real danger wasn't beyond the stop signs after all.